Okay, let's dive right in. We're talking AI continual learning today, but maybe not how you usually think about it. Forget the far-off future stuff. This is happening now. It's real. Our sources suggest something pretty profound. It's unfolding as this collaborative co-evolutionary cycle between you, me, everyone, and these systems we use.
Exactly. And the outcome. It's not just learning in the traditional sense. We're seeing the emergence of what the research calls symbiotic intelligence. It really shifts the whole picture. You're not just an observer, You're in it,
Mhm.
actively shaping how the AI learns constantly, like leaving little breadcrumbs of your thought process for it to follow. And importantly, this is different from simple data drift, which is more like decay. This is active co-adaptation.
Okay, symbiotic intelligence. Let's unpack that cycle. How does it actually work? How are we driving it? It seems to start with what the sources call human input as teaching, or even microfeedback. Is that right?
That's it precisely. Think about it. You ask an AI for something, maybe an email draft. You tweak a sentence, change the tone slightly, Every single one of those prompts, those tiny edits, those corrections, that's you teaching it in real time.
So you're leaving your human fingerprint all over it.
Well,
Your style, your biases, maybe even your values.
absolutely. Their preferences, your ways of thinking, these aren't just isolated inputs. They form patterns the AI picks up on. And that leads straight into the next step, AI output as reflection. The AI processes these patterns, these fingerprints you left.
And mirrors them back.
Yes, but it's not a perfect mirror. It reflects, but it also amplifies and reconfigures. The response carries the residue of all that input. It starts reflecting our collective habits, what some sources call the system inner voices, the kind of common ways of phrasing or thinking it's learned from millions of interactions.
Okay, but that raises a huge question, doesn't it? If the AI is just reflecting and maybe even amplifying our patterns, are we sure this symbiotic intelligence is actually making things better? Or could we just be, speeding up our own bad habits collectively?
That's the absolute core risk, and it's why the loop has to complete with the third stage, human adaptation as learning. We see the reflection, the AI's output, and ideally we adapt. We adjust our thinking, our communication based on what we see coming back at us.
So if the AI sounds, I don't know, overly aggressive, maybe I need to look at how I prompted it, that kind of thing.
Exactly that moment of realization, oh wait, that's where it learned that negative pattern, that's the opportunity. That accelerated self-awareness is key. This reciprocal feedback shapes both you and the AI.
Right, so this loop is running automatically, constantly, but just letting it run passively sounds risky, like you said. We need intention. Is this where the idea of AI whispering comes in, moving beyond just tricks for prompts?
Precisely. AI whispering isn't just technique. It's about navigating this co-evolutionary cycle consciously. It demands, well, things like humility, curiosity, and metacognition. Thinking about how you're thinking as you interact.
Humility, because it might show us things we don't like about our own patterns.
Yes, and curiosity to genuinely explore why the AI responded the way it did. Metacognition, to be aware of your own learning process during the interaction. It means shifting how you view the AI, not just a tool to command, but more like a reflective partner.
A reflective partner. That requires being really present, ethically tuned in.
It does. To make the cycle regenerative, guided by positive human values, not just reactive.
So the big shift for you, the listener, is moving from just reacting to the AI's output to being truly intentional. Because if we're co-evolving right now, as the sources say, then we have this shared moral responsibility.
We become co-authors of where this technology goes. It frames the ethics discussion not just around builders, but around users too. It's about digital stewardship.
Right, managing the digital environment we're all creating together.
And practically, it means being deliberate about those fingerprints you leave, choosing intentionality, cultivating critical thinking about the interaction itself.
And when the reflection is uncomfortable, when the AI shows you a bias or a shortcut you took,
That's where learned resilience comes in, meeting that reflection without getting defensive, using it as data for your own growth, choosing that intentional response over just reacting.
Okay, so the main takeaway here seems to be this whole dynamic, this loop, it's a powerful tool for accelerated self-awareness if we engage with it consciously. We really are on the frontier.
And maybe the ultimate challenge, the provocative thought here, isn't just about building smarter AI. It's about becoming wiser humans through our interaction with that AI. The final frontier isn't out there in the code. It's right here, inside us, in the consciousness, guiding this whole journey.